Hello English 100. This is your video on pre-writing, which means getting ready to write your essay. First thing, for a long college paper, you do not want to write off the top of your head. This will not go well. You need to do some planning. You need to do some thinking, some taking notes, some preparation before you start your rough draft. So that's what this video is about. Pre-writing, getting ready to write. First, you should go back to your notes and review them. Look for things you're going to put in your essay. Of course, what we're talking about for this essay is mostly the being a girl column. So review your notes about being a girl. You might put a little star by the ones you know you're going to put in your essay. What you have in here is examples. And so, for example, where Dad says a woman's place is in the home, that might be in your essay, so maybe highlight it, put it in yellow, something like that. Okay? You might also go back into the book and do some flipping. Review the book so far and look for more things to put in your being a girl notes. Add a couple things to your notes. Ideally, you have enough notes in here for the rough draft before you start writing it. Next step. Go to the essay question. Get out a piece of paper and start writing down your notes. How are you going to answer the essay question? What does it mean to be a girl for Tara and her family? Write down your thoughts just from your head. You're scribbling on a piece of paper, and it can be messy, and you don't have it all figured out yet, but you're thinking about the essay question. You need to read the essay question a few times. You need to take notes about all the different parts of the essay question. Are Dad and Sean sexist or misogynist? So write down your thoughts about Dad. Write down your thoughts about Sean. Cover every part of the essay question in your notes. And this helps you get your thoughts going. Okay, next step is mapping. And this means you're starting to organize your thoughts and figure out what the parts of your essay are going to be. So I have an example for you here. So this is just a scan of something I wrote with my pencil. So I'm sorry about my messy writing, but that's what your notebook is going to look like too. It's going to be a mess. All right, so here's an example of a bubble map. Let's say you want to write about what are the probable future effects of climate change. So you're writing an essay about climate change. And you need to figure out how you're going to organize your paper. You need to make sure you're covering everything. So you're trying to think about what things you're going to put in your essay. So a bubble map is really useful. It's not quite an outline, but you're kind of moving towards an outline. So I have my main idea in the middle, and then I have different things I might put in my essay in bubbles around it. Extreme weather events, agriculture change, sea level rise, ocean ecosystems hurt, wildfires, more heat waves. What else did I put? Species go extinct. So this is a bubble map. So I want you to try making a bubble map for your essay, and you're going to share it with your group this week. So your bubble map might look like that. You might just start with the basic question in the middle. In Tara's family, what does it mean to be a girl? And then the idea is that you want to get different things in different bubbles. So for example, one bubble might be about how she's supposed to be modest in the way she dresses. So that would be one bubble, but then there's going to be other things too. So you want to start mapping out your topic. And then later on, this will help you to make an outline. Of course, you can make your map any way you want because it's your map. Maybe your map will look like this. Being a girl means, and then you'll put different things on different lines. Maybe you'd make a map kind of like this. Maybe you like lists with bullet points. So if you're a lister, you could do that. being a girl in Tara's family means, and then how does Tara deal with it? So that's a different kind of map. You can decide what kind of map you want to make. Here's another idea I had. Maybe you have some even better way of doing it. So being a girl means, and then girls and boys, men and women. I should have put men over here. Anyway, so maybe you want to put boys in one square and men in another square. If that makes sense to you, you could try it. It's up to you. I think the best way to go is the bubble map, probably. But you should be creative and try to make some map that's going to help you to figure out your essay. Once you have a good map, then you're getting close to being able to write an outline. The outline is really the last thing you do in planning to write a paper. So let me show you a sample. So this is a sample essay. This is my climate change topic that I showed you a bubble map of earlier. So let's say my essay question was, how will climate change affect us in the future? And here's my thesis. The effects of climate change will include sea level rise, more extreme weather, ecosystem damage and extinctions, and changes to agriculture. I don't know if this is a good thesis, but this is just a sample. Your thesis is the main idea of your paper, and it'll go at the end of your introduction, but we'll come back to that. So this is the plan. First paragraph, sea levels will rise. Second paragraph, extreme weather events. So you want a sentence, which is your plan for each paragraph. If this was a really long paper, each one might be like 2 pages or something. But for a short paper, like your rough draft, you're thinking one thing for each paragraph, and you want to plan it out. So my paragraph 4 will be about species going extinct. My paragraph 5 will be about agriculture. So you want your outline to look kind of like this. And you did all that reviewing and thinking and notes and bubble mapping, all to get you ready to do this outline. And once you have an outline, then I think you're ready to write your rough draft. So think of the outline as the last step of pre-writing. And from here, this is your guide to writing the rough draft. And you won't have the numbers in here when you actually write. You'll have paragraphs. But this is your plan. This is your roadmap. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. I hope